today we're going to study the rhythm tree, okay? And we're going to write the rhythm tree, which is right here. Some of the things you might need before you start, of course, is our basket of supplies that you may want, some markers, some crayons, some colored pencils and things like that. You'll need a few sheets of paper, even if it's lined, that's okay. If you happen to have the note cards you made a few weeks ago, and at the end we're going to play some of our rhythms so you can get a bucket or a trash can or an iron skillet like I have to make a cool sound, okay? Now, and I'm going to start with black and I'm going to write rhythm tree. Okay? Then we're going to go through the colors of the rainbow real quick here. We're going to start with red. Okay? And we're going to say this is a whole note. And a whole note gets 4 beats. 4 beats. Okay, that equals 4 beats. Now, our whole note is broken into half notes. Okay? And our half notes get 2 beats. So it's 2 plus 2, and that equals 4 beats. And then I'm going to break these apart. I'm going to end up having to use green. Okay? And these break apart just like this. So each one of these is equal to 1 beat. Okay? 1 plus 1 plus 1. This is equal to 4 beats. Okay? And these are quarter notes. Okay, now we're going to break it down a little bit further. We're going to break each one of these down. Okay, go like this. We're going to break them down. And this one looks like this. These are our 8th notes. This is kind of purple, not blue, and that's all right. The last 2 of these, I'm going to bar them together. And I think you've seen barred 8th notes. We usually call them TT. But they look like that when they're barred together. So this is 1 half plus 1 half plus 1 half. Okay? And that all equals 4 beats. And they are known as 8th notes. Okay. Next one. Uh-oh. These break into 2. Ooh, wow. And I have to find, let's see if this one is actually blue, because the other one was purple. I think that one's blue. Now, here's something I want you to notice. See this has how this has 1 flag on it? That's kind of like 1 subtraction sign over here. So with that on it, if you looked up here, it's 1 beat. This subtraction sign, or this flag, is going to tell you to cut this note in half. Okay? So that makes this a half of a beat. Now we're going to cut it in half again because we don't have 1 subtraction sign. We have 2. Okay? So each one of these gets 2. Okay? So a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th. Oh wow, we're going to get tired of writing. Now we're going to start this side. See how I'm writing 2 flags on each one? 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th plus a 4th. Ooh, now I'm going to show you how to do this one. We're going to bar them together. And a lot of times when you read music, you'll see it written this way, okay? And I have a bar over it. 1 subtraction sign, 2 subtraction signs. So it takes it from here to a half to a fourth. And each one of these are worth a fourth. Make sense? And now that equals 4 beats. And their name is 16th notes. Okay? So that is our rhythm tree. Now, if you have your note cards, I'm going to show you how to apply your heartbeat chart just to make life easier. Ready? Here's your whole note. Remember making this one, it went ta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Remember, our half notes went like this. Ta, ta, 1, 3. Notice I said 3 when I was on the 1, 2, 3, the third heart. Okay? So I did our quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and our barred eighth notes would look like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay. And our 16th notes would sound like this. You could say ticka ticka. You could say digga digga. Or like Quaver does, and sometimes Mrs. Brenner, when we get more advanced in music, likes to count 1 E and a. Say 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Okay? Now, there are some of these combinations that we can do. Ready? We could do like this, and this, and this. So we would count it like this. Ta, 3, 4, and. Okay, ready? So 1, 2 E and a, 3, 4 and. 1, 2 E and a, 3, 4 and. Okay? Let's see if we can do this one. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E and a. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 E and a. Okay? Now, we're going to do a little math. I'm going to look on my rhythm tree. I'm going to say, oh, quarter note. It gets 1 beat. So I'm going to put 1 right here. 1, and those are my eighth notes, so that's a half and a half. And then this is those two the same, quarter note. So I'm going to add all this together, and I'm going to get 1, 2, 3. So that answers 3. Okay. This one, how many beats does my half note get? 2. How many beats does my quarter note get? 1. How many beats does this quarter note get? 1. So I'm going to add them all up. 2 plus 1 plus 1 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you get that answer? Cool. Now I bet you'll get this one too. I'm going to start off whole note. Oh, 4 beats. And then we have a quarter note. It's 1 beat. And we have a half note, and it gets 2 beats. I'm going to add these together. What? Uh-oh. Do you already have the answer on me? 4 plus 1 plus 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. Did you get that? Awesome. I don't go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, do I? No, I got to come over here to my chart. Half plus a half. That one's equal to 1. Uh-oh, all these are worth that 1/4, remember? And 1/4 plus 1/4 when I put them all together, uh-oh. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make them 1. If it's barred together, It's almost always equal to 1. And uh-oh, this is what? A quarter note gets 1 beat. Really? Can you figure out this? It's surely not 7. 1, 1, and 1. Adding those together, you get 3. Let me see if you can figure this one out on your own. Quarter note, eighth notes, 16th notes, and a half note. If it's barred together, it's equal to 1. So this gets 1 beat. This gets 1 beat. This gets what? What's that get? 1 beat. And this gets, look over here, half notes get 2. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals, what's that answer? 5. Awesome. Now, I want you to make a couple of these on a piece of paper. Write them down and show me how you get their answers. Try not to do the ones that I did. Then make me one and take a picture of it and send it to me on my email. And then I'll send you back the right answer. Okay? Now, we're going to start playing some of these amazing rhythms. I'm going to have some of my special guests help me play them in a little bit. We'll be right back. Bye. All right, now we are joined by Miss Abigail Menz on the glockenspiel and Mr. Benjamin Menz on his alto sax. What we are going to do is we're going to do a call and a response. I am going to play something and then you're going to play it back to me. So a couple things you might need. You can get a trash can. I'm going to use my iron skillet because it makes a really cool sound. Or you can use any pan or bucket or even the dining room table if you wish. You might want to get some spoons. Miss Sperner's going to use her mallets. And we're going to start playing. Our cameraman, Mr. Timothy Menz, who is also my DJ and writes a lot of my music, will start our music for us. Here we go. Call and response. Miss Sperner going to start. We're going to get this steady beat. This is our beat in our brain. I'm going to play, and then you're going to play. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready and play. Now, I'm going to add some 8 notes. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2. Ready and play. Now, we're just going to do straight 8 notes. Here we go. 1, 2, ready and go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and now it's your turn to play. All right. Now I'm going to add some 16th notes. You ready? 1, 2 and 3, 3 and 1, 2. They will play. 1, 2. Now we're just going to do solid 16th notes. Ready? Here we go. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1, 2. Ready and play. All right. Let's slow it back down. 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Play it back. 1, 2. Play it again. 1, 1. Now I'm going to mix up some combinations of notes. Ready? 1, 2. Here I play. 1, 2 and 3 and a 4. 1, 2. Ready and play. Oh, can we do that one again? 1, 2. Play it again. 1, 2. Oh yeah. Now I'm going to add some rests. Let's see if you can hear where they go. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2. I will play. 1, 3 and 4. Now your turn. Ready and go. 1. Excellent. Can you do it one more time with me? 1, 2. Ready and go. 1. Ooh, we're going to add another one with rest. Let's see if you can catch this one. Here we go. 1, 2 and 3 and 2. Here you go. 4. We're going to do that one more time. 2. Here you go. Here's another fun one. We're not just going to start with the first beat. mix it up. We're going to put TT on the first beat. Here we go. So listen close. 2. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and up. Ready? 1, 2. Here you go. 1, 2. Woo, not too bad. This time we're going to put 16 notes on beat 1. Are you ready? 2 and 1, 2. Listen. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Ooh. Ready? 1, 2. Here we go. Try it one more time with me. Ready? And go. Ah, now we're just going to do our straight 16th notes. Ready? And play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Here you go. 1, 2. Now we're going to go down to the 8th notes. Ready? And play. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2. Ready? And go. Now just 2 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Ready? And play. Now we're going to take the 16th notes and then the 8th notes and then the quarter notes. We're going to stick them all together. So they're going to sound like this. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, let's see if they remembered what I just played. You ready? 1, 2, here we go. Woo! Wow, that was pretty awesome, guys. All right, thank you, DJ, for turning off the music. And I hope that you have had fun today. Once again, what I would like you to do is make a few music math problems for me. Remember when we did those? Make a few for me. Make one for me to solve. Send it to me. And I'll email you back the answer and see if we get it right together. And I hope you had fun playing on the drum. Remember, do everything your mama asks you to do and everything your daddy asks you to do. Take this hand and put it here. Take this hand and put it here. Give yourself a squeeze and know that Mrs. Brenner misses you. I miss you a lot, guys. Stay safe and stay healthy, all right? Bye-bye, guys.